How's it going, everybody? Today is the big day. Yes, today is the day that I start my Norwegian lessons. And I gotta admit, I'm a little bit nervous, but mostly I'm extremely excited. Finally, I'm gonna get some true, proper teaching in on this language I've been trying to teach myself. Um, so the nice thing is that once I get a little bit in the class here, I'll be able to portray a lot of that information back to you guys. So hopefully my lessons become a lot more structured on YouTube here. And that's going to be a good benefit for you, of course. But hopefully you actually do notice a big improvement, and I'm really excited to be able to finally get out there and have some true conversation in Norwegian, because I've been here for a little while, considering that it took a while to get my approval for my residency here. That made it a little bit difficult, so it wasn't like I was able to get out and be social with work or anything like that. But now starts real integration, which is going to be great. So what this is about a 550-hour course. Yeah, 550 hours, of course, not all at once. It's about 3 hours a day, 5 days a week, and it'll be going on in different sections, I believe, from what they were telling me. So like the first course that we're going to be going through today, and however long that goes for, basically it's like the assessment. So it's all learn at your own pace, and everybody does their own thing in a sense, kind of finding the niche and how fast you learn. So after we pass this first section, then we get divided into different groups of your level and how well you're doing. So possibly I'll get into like a group 2 maybe. I'm not an absolute beginner. I have learned quite a bit. I just have the difficulty speaking it. But I'm able to read more than I definitely was last year. So who knows? We'll see what happens with that. I want to try to stay, beginner to begin with, of course, but I wanted to try to stay low and really get true learning in, as opposed to saying, oh yeah, I already know that, I don't need to learn that. I want to kind of start on a fresh slate here, but we'll see how it works out. Obviously they've been doing this for years, so they know what's best. Anyway, so I'm going to be leaving here in about maybe 10 minutes or so. So basically I will get up there, go through the class, maybe get some little videos or some snapshots to kind of show you what it looks like. I don't know. I don't want to disrupt the class, of course. But then once I'm done, I'll come back and let you know how it went. Sounds good? Hey, how's it going? I'm back now and fresh out of the class. Feeling pretty good, pretty confident in doing this. It's a little interesting. It's not what I expected. For starters, there's no like English text to go along as translations. It's all Norwegian, and as a matter of fact, the teacher even started the class just speaking Norwegian. So that was kind of interesting. Basically, the way it looks like it's being set up is more or less as though you would be a normal Norwegian child going to your first day of school ever, so just like with any language, if that's your native language and you go to school, you don't have a translation language to go along with. So as they're teaching you, you just learn this is a new word, and then you learn what does that mean. And well, how do you learn that? Well, you learn that by having some examples of other words to use to describe, or you have pictures, gestures, things like that. So that's more or less how this class is set up, or so far is how it seems it's set up. She did say that she'll use some English to help us out, and if we have questions, obviously she's going to answer us, let us know. But it's very interesting, I guess. It's going to be difficult. It's definitely going to be difficult because if you don't know what she's saying and she's going fast, it's going to get a little tough. But they did recommend bring a dictionary if you have that. I have my phone, which I have everywhere with me, is what I'm using to record at the moment. So that has like a Google Translate built into it, so that helps. But in reality, it's all about learning just like you would if you were a fresh, never heard language before and just going to learn this stuff. So we have it's a textbook. This is our first lesson book. It's first one or whatever. It's very, very basic. Like I said, it's all visual aid stuff. So this started off with En Familia. There's a boat out in port, a very large one. Interesting. Anyways, and so we go in and you have the family, and you have first one is Hun heter Åse. Hun heter Åsa, so that's her name is Åsa. She is called, and so we went through that. So basically, vad heter du at the bottom. If you remember from one of my lessons, vad heter du? What are you called? They're basically asking what's your name, and so she asked vad heter du, and we went around the class saying jag heter Patrick, or jag heter whatever the other person's names were, and so that's pretty closely how it started off, and then went a little bit further into the area, the map, cart, and a little bit more of things like Jan, Åsa och Gry bor I Bergen, and basically saying that they were that they live in Bergen, and then go on about them. So it's very, very simple, basic starting stuff. Learn how to introduce yourself, learn how to say your name, and to know he, she, stuff like that. So got basic, and then next we went into the alphabet. So a few things that I've actually already covered on my lessons that I do here. So nothing I can really add to those yet, but looking further into this book, which is actually seeming to get very conversational and kind of with life. So here you got them in different professions, and it looks like in school, talking about what Anna does in school and things like that, and so on. So you got where people live and people, how they do. They got different dialogues. So here's kind of just different things going on between a couple people, places around the house, and so it's going to get more advanced, but it's mainly set up as, she said, first stuff is going to be like conversational stuff, which is most important. There's no sense in learning all these fancy words and technical stuff if you're not going to use them. So this first part is really geared around learning standard everyday talk, which is great. We also got a larger workbook, and like I said, for basics, I mean, it's literally super basic. So I mean, this is very grade school like, but I'm glad, because I didn't want to, I was a little worried that I was going to jump into like this college style learning course, which I don't know why I thought that, but figured it would be like a college style learning course, and I figured that would have been a lot more intimidating than the way this is set up. So I'm pretty happy with this. So yeah, I'm excited, and just wanted to share that with you. So my first day at school is a good success, and there should be some new videos coming up shortly for you for my teaching as I learn type stuff. So look forward to that. Hopefully I get something out this coming Monday. If not, it'll definitely be the following Monday, but I'll keep you guys up to date, let you know what's going on. And until then, thank you for watching. Ha det bra!